In today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can create a massive floral wreath DIY for summer with no glue. Keep watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to Ramon at home. I'm so excited you're here today because in today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can create the most beautiful floral wreath DIY step by step. You guys, this is the perfect project for our summer wedding, for a summer entertaining party, or just to put outside your door. It is super easy to make, and guess what? There is no glue included in this DIY, so you get to recycle all of the materials. I'm super excited to continue with this floral design for beginners series because I want to share with you guys what I've learned in the past 15 years of working on the floral industry. I worked in several design centers, party centers, and then also flower shops all throughout the US. And I'm super excited to bring you all of those tips and tricks that I learned along the way. So if you want to become a floral designer, or if you just want to learn how to arrange flowers for your home, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like the video and share with your friends on Facebook, on Instagram, and on WhatsApp, because it is free and it really helps this channel. And remember that right now you can get 10% off on all of the flowers you'll see today at David Christopher's by using the code Ramon10. I'm going to link all of the information down below so you guys can get advantage of that 10%. Are you ready to create the most beautiful floral wreath DIY? Well, let's get started. All right, everyone, so to create this gorgeous floral wreath DIY with no glue, what we're going to need is a selection of greenery. For my greenery, I'm gonna use this Panthos, and I got this one at Walmart. I already love this greenery. I think it is super gorgeous. It gives it a lot of form, and I just recommend that it's super affordable as well. For our florals, I'm going to use this Cone Hate Hydrangea. You guys, these are the real touch and they are absolutely beautiful. All of the flowers are from David Christopher's. Also, I'm gonna use this beautiful hydrangea that has got some pink and some teal and some of the lime green in it. It's going to be our accent. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love, love, love it. And then I'm going to use some viburnum stems. I love viburnum because it reminds me of where I used to live in Kansas. It grew on a bush outside my window, and when spring came, I just love to cut it and to bring it inside the home. So that's why I always like to use viburnum. I'm also going to use a roll of burlap ribbon, but for this project, you could use also a teal or pink or something that has got this combination, but I just think the burlap is neutral. So for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna use this burlap ribbon. For my tool, since we're not using any glue, what I'm going to use is a florist tape, a 22 gauge wire, my wire cutters, and my scissors. All right, so now that we know all the materials we're going to use to create this floral wreath DIY, it's time to get started. Okay, step number one is going to be to tape our wire. And you guys know you can find this already taped at Hobby Lobby or anywhere where the supplies for florists are sold. They are on the florist department. And it is a little bit more pricey because, well, it's already taped, so somebody already did it for you. But look how easy it is to tape your wire. All you have to do is pull that tape. Oop, I broke it, but that's fine because it has that waxy material on it. And as soon as you put it right here, you just spin it around a little bit, you pull, you continue to pull your tape, and you're gonna wire the whole wire. The whole wire. And we're going to pull right here. Now, you always want to put your tape back together, and to tape it back together, all you have to do is pull a little bit and put it down. And this is the way I like to keep them because it keeps the waxy material on it. So I have my Ziploc bag right here, and I just put all of my tapes in there, and then I close it so that way there's no air on it. All right, so we're going to have our wire right here. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna prep my wreath form. And for that, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab some of these Panthos, and I already cut some pieces. And remember that what happens on the right happens on the left, and what goes up must come down. So what we're going to do is going to do one circular motion. We don't wanna start right here and then go this way because that's going to lose the whole feel and radius of your wreath. So what you want to do is just grab your smaller pieces, and as you guys can see, I'm giving it a probably about a 5-inch step down. Then I grab 2 little bristles, and then I just go like that. And now that I have my bigger pieces, what I'm going to do is first of all take this tag off. The Walmart ones are, oh no, I was gonna say they're super easy because they're made out of paper, but I just remember that these ones are like the plasticky kind. So you have to like cut it with your wire cutters, which is fine. By the way, thank you guys so much for following this Floral Design for Beginners series. I'm having so much fun this time of the year sharing with you all of these beautiful DIYs for floral design. If you want to be a florist, I just want to encourage you, or if you just want to do florals for around the house, you know, I want to encourage you because when I started as a florist, I started and I had no idea what I was doing, you guys. I'm going to put a picture right here of my first floral designs. And when I did those floral designs, this is a crazy story. This is how life works, right? I remember I did those floral designs and I took him to an owner of a flower shop because I wanted to be a florist and I just thought that I knew what I was doing. So I put a lantern together and a wreath and I just took pictures and I wrote a really nice letter to this gentleman that owned a flower shop back where I lived in Kansas. And he calls me one day, and I love telling this story because this is just how life works. So he calls me one day and I was like, yes, I got this job. And so he sat me down and he's like, you know what? He's like, I can tell that you have talent. That to me meant a lot because I'm a self-taught. And those two little pictures that you just saw, well, they were my first things that I ever did with flowers. I remember I went to Hobby Lobby after I had just quit my job and I was like, I'm going to be a florist. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought all those materials, put those things together, took pictures, wrote a letter and dropped it off at his house, right? And then he calls me in and he's like, well, you know what? I can tell that you have talent. However, he's like, I'm fully staffed. And he's like, I cannot hire you because I cannot afford to just have somebody else and stuff. Well, you guys, guess what? I had to go back to my job and ask for my old job back selling furniture, which is fine. Lasted there 2 months and you know, God has a mysterious way of how it works things for your good, right? Because after that happened, he fell sick 2 months later and they needed to hire somebody. He was really, really sick in the hospital and guess who they called? Me. When I got to the flower shop, I had no idea what it took to be a florist and that's where I learned everything that I know today. So I'm so grateful that he took a chance on me because of those two pictures. So if you want to be a florist, a designer, and if you're just doubting yourself, go for it. Go plant that seed and let God water it and let the sun shine on it. Let God do the work, you guys, but we have to plant the seed. And I am so glad that I did because I got to learn so much at that flower shop. And guess what? Now I get to share it with you. And I just absolutely love what I do. So thank you for being here. So, okay, I'm gonna get the rest of these pantos and you're gonna see how easy it is to just put right here, twist it around with the bristles, super easy. And just like I said, make sure that you go one circular motion because we don't want to lose that shape. And we want this greenery to be loose. So that way when our viburnum is in, then we're going to be able to pull it out and it just looks so pretty. All right, so I'm gonna go right here. You know, I love telling that story because I had to, in order to go pursue my dream, I had to quit my job, my source of income, and you just never know, you know, but you have to plant the seed. And that's why I'm always telling people, if you wanna do something, don't be afraid, just trust the process. Like with me, I had to go back. Like, you know, we say in Mexico, like a dog with his tail between his hind legs and ask for my job back. And I was just so thankful that my boss, by the way, shout out to Jeremy and Michelle if you're watching this video, which took me back. I was a pretty decent salesperson, so they took me back and they just let me go back to work. And I'm so glad they did because I needed to pay my bills, but God had another plan and he really just wanted me to plant the seed and then also to be patient. You have to be patient when it comes down to your dreams because sometimes they take time and there is a process between the dream and the realization of your dreams. All right, so now I'm gonna get those flowers ready, you guys. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, so I am back. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of my viburnum and I'm going to not cut the stems because since this is just going to be for a season, I might be able to use these florals later on. So I always recommend to just start right here and then let that stem go back. I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna grab right here and I'm gonna let that stem go back and then attach it on the back as well. So that way it's going to be sturdy. The wind is not going to take it. So, but what we want to do is we want to go ahead and attach those first. And like I told you, if you want to be a florist and if you're looking for ideas, well, we just started this series because I want to, well, share everything that I learned, because I know there's so many of you out there who just love Christmas, floral design, home decorating, and I just want to share all of those things that I learned with you. So be sure to come back every Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, because I will have a brand new video, you guys. Next week, we're doing a beautiful wedding arch or arbor with some absolutely gorgeous florals in the pastel colors. If you have not seen the pastel centerpiece, I'm gonna put a video right here so you can see it. I recommend you go watch it, because the wedding arch is going to be just like it, with the same floral scheme and the same color palette. Is going to be absolutely gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to add this one right here. And remember, don't worry about the stems on the back yet, because we're gonna go back and attach through the back, and I'll show you in a second. But so that's my first round, and it's pretty sparse, right? So what I want to do now is go in between these guys right here, look, and start to fill in all of those spots where you need some viburnum, like right here on the bottom. And viburnum is one of my favorite flowers because it is so full, it is so fresh looking. To me, it just screams of summer, especially for wedding work, and then also for wreaths, because when you open that door, it just bounces and it looks so pretty. All right, well, if you got this far, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and invite them to come and join here at Ramon at Home, so they too can get ready for the holiday season. You guys, this year is going to be out of this world. I cannot wait. I know it's too early, but you know, that's what I love the most, and I cannot wait for you to see the themes that we have selected, just the themes. I think I'm going to do a video. Do you want to see a video of the themes we selected? Probably around July. Christmas in July is always a thing, so I'm thinking about doing a Christmas in July video with all of the themes that we selected for Christmas. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to share. And then whenever you see the stems right here, just grab two of your bristles, attach them. See, you'll hide them just by attaching them with those bristles, and you don't have to cut your stems. We also did this with fresh flowers. That's another thing that I love, making these wreaths with fresh flowers. Everything that we do in silk, I'm gonna show you right here how it's loose. I'm gonna grab a bristle from the back, a bristle from the front, and tighten them up just by twisting them around. This one over here too, it needs to be tightened, so I'm just gonna grab some bristles and tighten. All right, that is looking absolutely spectacular, as you guys can see. So now what I'm going to do, I feel like I need one right here. So I'm gonna go get a few more and I'll be right back with you. All right, you guys, so I didn't have any more viburnum, but what I do have are these beautiful cone head hydrangeas, also from David Christopher's, and look how absolutely stunning these are. Let me take those tags off, because I had not prepped this one, so, but you know what, it's easy. All you have to do is rip that little paper and they come right out. But look how absolutely gorgeous these are, you guys. They are the real touch, so they feel and they sound absolutely real. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring that head forward like this. I'm gonna give my stem a little curvature, and I'm gonna start right here, following that shape. Remember to always follow that shape. And look at that, the difference of greens. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. And I have 5. I think I only ordered 5. I need to order more of these, because look how that just fills in. So what you need to do is give yourself a little bit of space in between them. So I'm gonna go probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so right about here. I'm gonna go down like this. And just make sure that you give that head a curvature. Look how absolutely stunning this is. And I'm gonna go right about here, going up through my wreath form. And I'm gonna go right about here, making sure that I secure with this bristle. And I'm gonna go to the back real quick to attach this stem, because it's gonna be flopping around in the wind, and I don't want that. All right, I have 2 more, so I'm going to attach another one right around here. That's where I want it, because you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I'm gonna spin it around, because that's where the bow can go. Since there is a gap already here, think that's where I'm gonna put the bow on it. But I still need to put the rest of my lime cone head hydrangeas. I'm gonna attach these real quick, fluff it, and be back with you. Keep watching. Are you enjoying this video? Are you learning a tip or a trick or two? Well, if you are, be sure to check out the Floral Design for Beginners series in the description box below. There's many videos, tips and tricks that you can apply to become a floral designer just like I did. All right, you guys, let's get back to the video. All right, everyone, so just like with everything in life, you have to trust the process. Here is the wreath. So far, it's looking absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, we left this void right here to attach our bow because it's going to be a big one. And this is what we're going to do. We're gonna get our burlap fabric. I'm just gonna let it roll onto the floor. And I wanna give it about, I wanna say 2 feet of a tail. And then we're going to start doing some loops. You're gonna twist around. We're gonna go down and then twist. It's easier if you grab it like this with your hands, because we're going to make a lot of loops. So what we're going to do is just twist, go down, twist, go up, twist. We're going to make as many loops as this bolt will allow me. Twist, up, twist. You might want to give them a little bit of a shape as you're doing this. And then we're going to twist like this. I'm gonna make some a little bit longer, so there start being some texture like this. As you guys can see, we're going to twist. Gonna be longer. We still have a lot of ribbon, so I'm going to do one more longer one like this. Twist, and like I said, just go ahead and pinch it like this with your thumb and your index finger. Listen to me. Twist, and then I'm going to do. So these are 2 of my longer ones. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do an even longer one. So this bow starts to take shape into a larger bow. So I'm going to do yet another one right here. All right, so I'm going to stop right here. So now what I'm going to do is, since I have this big tail, I'm just going to bring this back up like this. Actually, I'm going to go like this. So that gives us a tail at the top like this. Make sure that you fluff this bow. Fluff, 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 fluff. A big tail like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a zip tie. And actually I just purchased some the other day because I totally ran out. So what I'm going to do is grab a zip tie. You know, when you're a florist also, you learn to work with just one hand with the fingers. You just learn to move, you guys, because my boss used to say, you are just as good as you are fast. So when he taught me, after he came back from the hospital, he was able to teach me all of the things that he did. He's the first one that took me to market. He's the one that introduced me to Christmas buy-in and merchandising. But he was very strict about that. He said, you're just as good as you are fast. When you're in this industry, if you're working on a wedding, if you're working on an installation for Christmas, you have to move. Sometimes we do about even 3 to 5 houses per day for Christmas, you guys. So he taught me that, which I want to pass down. If you become the fastest in your industry, you can make more money than anyone else because you can make more jobs in a day. So I really want to encourage you to be as fast as you can. So now that we have our zip tie, I'm going to put my wire through here to attach like that. I'm going to zip tie really tight. I'm going to cut the excess. Make sure that I have my wire down like that. And so now we're really going to fluff. And remember these 2 tails? Well, I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna cut a little bit shorter. Then I'm gonna dovetail and dovetail. You guys, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. Be sure to go follow Jen and David. Tell them I sent you. I'm going to put all of their information down below. Remember, you get a 10% discount by using the code Ramon10 at David Christopher. So be sure to take advantage of that if you are in the wedding world. They also do wholesale, you guys. They are a really good Christian family and friends of mine. So they have allowed me to do all of this for you. So I'm just so thankful and grateful to call them friends. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna attach my burlap bow right here. And I'm gonna go all the way to the back with my wire. And we're going to attach that and put it back and bring it forward a little bit. And we're going to fluff this bow. All right, everyone, so after I fluffed the bow, and I absolutely love the way this looks, what I did is I brought out some of this beautiful hydrangea. There's more like a teal. It has some lime green and pink in it, which is going to be the perfect accent, because there was a few gaps on this wreath that I really wanted to fill in, but I wanted to continue with this Hydrangea by Burnham feel because it really is very summery. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna just insert my hydrangea where I want it, and then from the back, I'm going to attach with the bristle, just twisting it, making sure that it stays right there. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hydrangeas. They come in sets of 5s on the bundle, and they have this foliage that you can just go in and out. I absolutely love it. And when you put your hydrangea in, just make sure that you go outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, all the way throughout your wreath. Like you can see, I added one right here. And to complete the look, I'm gonna go right in here. I'm gonna attach a bristle on the back, and I'm going to twist it right there into the stem. So what do you guys think? Wasn't this absolutely gorgeous and super easy to make? Let me tell you, if I can do it, so can you. You guys, just give it a try. Get your imagination flowing, your creative juices flowing, and you too can create a gorgeous floral wreath DIY using no glue. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and on Instagram, so they too can come and join Ramon at home so they can learn all the tips and tricks in floral design, decorating, and especially during the holiday season is fast approaching. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, turn the notification on because you will not want to miss any videos. And as always, you can watch more videos right now. Until next time, bye.